because toddlers can actually be really aggressive. What is up, dudes? It's Jeremy. Today we're going to be continuing with Tabletop Racing World Tour. We're moving on to the Twin Cam Challenge, which has two new types of races. This first one is going to be Drift, which I had an incredible amount of difficulty with. Was not a fan whatsoever. If you buy a car other than this one, you'll be good to go. The second one is called Target. Oh, wait, actually, I don't remember what it's called. But you're chasing a target, and you have a certain amount of time to catch the target. So yeah. Alright, today we're going to be talking about NASCAR fans while we're doing this as well. Mainly because I need something to talk about while I play this, because the Twin Cam Challenge, it's the second one. The Sparkplug Championship Challenge, whatever, was not that difficult at all. So I can't imagine that the Twin Cam Challenge is really going to be much more than that. So, NASCAR fans, I would consider myself a moderate NASCAR fan. I like to watch. I don't like to watch entire races. I like to watch a few minutes, and I like to know enough to be able to BS my way through a conversation about NASCAR. I think that NASCAR pit crews are probably the most talented of the bunch when it comes to NASCAR races. Get fucked by my EMP. So yeah, and that has nothing to do with NASCAR fans. But anyways, NASCAR fans. What's the deal with NASCAR fans? Dudes, are you fans of NASCAR? I need to know this. Things I need to know about anyone watching this video. Or you're just watching this video because you want to see the Twin Cam Challenge. Getting to the Twin Cam Challenge was definitely not any more difficult than the first one. Getting through it doesn't seem to be any more difficult than, I don't know, stealing candy from a candy store. I can't bring myself to say toddler, because toddlers can actually be really aggressive. You may not realize that, but toddlers can be very, very aggressive, especially when you try and take their candy. I would like to see more power-ups, different power-ups, as you progress through this game. I think that would be a cool addition. And then have, like, if you do like a single race or something like that, or just a, you know, an exhibition, I guess you could say, you would have all the power-ups. But it's fine. I can't knock on this game because I'm planning on playing it all the way through and I'm having fun with it. So NASCAR fans are an interesting group of people, though, because sporting events in general are incredibly overpriced, right? I've always felt that way. I've only made it to a few professional sport games. Just to say that I went because I am fans of teams. Like, I'm not against sports. I like to watch sports. I like sports, and I don't care who knows. Awesome Lonely Island song if you haven't heard it. But anyways, they're incredibly overpriced. Now imagine paying way too much money to watch cars go in a circle. Now that seems a little ludicrous, right? Of course, you're not just paying to go see them. You're essentially paying to go drink Busch Light and get blitzed out of your mind. But all that you're really doing is watching cars go in a circle. Now, don't get me wrong, NASCAR does take talent. I do think that it's a sport, another debate, but the fans themselves are just a little bit different. They're really close to wrestling fans, WWE fans, but not quite the same. There's a whole nother level there because wrestling's fake. But NASCAR fans, they show up, and they're actually really supportive. They might be more supportive than any other sport fan, because a sport fan goes and they cheer you on or whatever, right? They want to watch you like perform, and NASCAR fans do too, but they're supporting you in driving fast. If you ain't first, you're last. Just seems a little, I don't even know the word. Now, the other thing that I don't exactly understand is why they're generally shown as redneck types. And I can say that. I'm from Ohio. Not really sure why that is. Like, well, I don't know why those type of people are the one that get thrown in there. You don't see a lot of like super gentleman looking type at a NASCAR race. And I can say this because I've been to one, which makes me a huge hypocrite for everything that I'm saying right now. This is not a challenge at all, by the way. This twin cam challenge. That's why we're talking about NASCAR. Can't even talk about the game because, come on, man. It's child's play. What do we got here? I think we got one more race and then we're done for the championship finale. Could you imagine? Well, okay, no. What the fuck? This is what I was gonna say, alright? And then you can just unsubscribe and fucking send death threats to my house after you. I was about to say, could you imagine a bunch of fans watching this? Well, to imagine that, you would have to imagine that little tiny fucking cars could drive around. And actually, would be a lot more interesting. If that were the case, this would be a lot more interesting than watching a NASCAR race or anything like that. Like, it would be tiny cars racing around. You'd be like, how is this happening? NASCAR, you're like, how is this happening? Oh, because it's just cars. And, like, I actually did something very similar on my way to work. Except I only took 2 lefts instead of 4,000. Oh, well, so let's say, alright, a race is like 500 laps, right? I mean, they change, but let's say, like, oh, it goes by miles, I forgot. Alright, so let's just say it's 500, for the sake of, like, easy math. It's 500 laps, right? 4 turns. That's 2,000 left turns in, like, a 3-hour period. I'm willing to bet that NASCAR drivers, like when they're off duty, they drive only places where they have to turn right. Like, no, I refuse to turn left. I'll take 3 rights. I refuse to turn left. Alright. That's super weird. But we're done with the twin cam challenge. Awesome. And let's see if we made it on the leaderboards, because I'm not sure. This is the easiest one. This is so, like, not challenging at all. The first episode was easy because I was getting new to the game. I was getting acclimated. The second one, I'm like, I'm acclimated, and this game's easy as shit. And there's no difficulty setting. Got the gold twin cam challenge, so suck on these nuts. Of course, we're going to continue. I'm still going to play the game because I know it's going to get more challenging. So, thanks for watching, dudes, and we'll see you in the next episode.